the resolution be adopted. Any discussion? Representative Ward.
Thank you, Speaker. I rise in strong support.
In strong support, please proceed.
Mr. Speaker, let's talk sports. Let's talk football. Let's talk Kaiser High School. But I don't want to forget that we also talk academics in Kaiser, because the Kaiser complex was the first complex to have the IB, International Baccalaureate Program, wherein advanced courses, college prep, and a foreign language is required of those in that IB program. But the Kaiser football students, who are also athletes, are called upon for a higher order of teamwork, training, and sportsmanship while maintaining a high academic standing. Mr. Speaker, sometimes we jokingly say that politics is a contact sport. Well, there's nothing like football, and there's nothing like Kaiser football for stamina and strength and strategy. But like all successful teams, they need good leaders and good coaches. And Mr. Speaker, we're blessed at Kaiser to have both good players who are in the balcony and who have their coaches, or some of their coaches, down here on the floor. It was their hard work and their dedication that brought them the state championship, Mr. Speaker. I want to recall for the representatives on Kauai and others that it all happened on Saturday, November 23rd at Aloha Stadium. It was the Cougars versus the Red Raiders. The Cougars beat the Kauai High School Red Raiders to win the Division II championship with a score of 17-7 and put Kaiser at the top of the league with 11 wins and just 1 loss. Now, Mr. Speaker, there's no better team in Division II than the Kaiser football team, the Kaiser Cougars, and it's because of those players and those who are able to be out of school today that I would ask this body, as they rise, will all the players from the Kaiser Cougar football team rise and be recognized by the House of Representatives? Congratulations, young men. Well done. But, Mr. Speaker, without their coaches, this would not be possible. And without their coaches, particularly with their dedication and their involvement, nothing would happen. And with one of the coaches, I want you to know there's a special remembrance because he started out in Kaiser as a student. Rich Miano, the head coach of Kaiser High School. Let me mention a few things about Rich. He not only was the player that brought the championship in 1979, but he was also one of the first to bring the state championship now as the coach. He is the first coach to bring the championship. He's upbeat, he's positive, he's experienced, and has walked the talk that he has. He was a walk-on at UH, Mr. Speaker, where you yourself played. I think there's 2 of us who've played college ball. Yours truly and yourself. You and Rich Miano. I don't, was Rich there when you were on? I know this is a bit
Affirmative.
of a
we played against each other.
So, Mr. Speaker, we know that you know who I'm talking about because he was a walk-on in 1981, and from his walking on means he didn't get all the cards and the scholarships and all the things that lure people into particular schools. But by 1983, he was named the all-WAC defensive back. And then in 1984, Rich Miano was given the same accolade. Mr. Speaker, the point was that he self-selected, did his best, became all-league, and then in 1985, he was drafted by the National Football League and played for the New York Jets, Philadelphia Eagles, and the Atlanta Falcons. He played 11 years in the NFL, Speaker. He was the associate head coach with June Jones, and those are the very remembered days of victory and success for the University of Hawaii. But then in 2011, Hawaii Kai had the pleasure of Rich joining the Kaiser coaching staff. The bottom line is he's a double winner. He brought the championship back after being a player in 1979. He brought the championship back in 2013. Rich loves Kaiser, he loves players, he loves football. Can we all give a round warm of welcoming to the coach who made the championship for Kaiser High School? Rich, will you stand and acknowledge the House of Representatives? Well done. Same humble coach. But he didn't do it all himself, Mr. Speaker. And we only have had the opportunity to put two of his coaches on the floor with Rich today. The first is the assistant head coach, offensive skill player, and special teams coach, Mr. Mark Pollard. Let's give a round of applause for Mark Pollard. For those of you from the Big Island, this is a Kau coach who really revolutionized the team there and is now with the Cougars. Also with Coach Miano today is Chad Ike. Chad is the dynamo. He's the strength coach. Chad is the one who has 8 weight class records in Olympic powerlifting. Is that true, Chad? Long time ago. But he's also trained over 200 professional athletes. He's the one who puts not only the motivation, but the discipline and the skill to make people powerful and able to have stamina. And that's Chad's background, because when Coach Miano at a community meeting the other day said, "We taught our kids at Kaiser to believe that they deserve to be winners," part of the new identity was backed by the muscle and motivation that Coach Chad brings to the team. Please welcome strength coach Chad Ike. Chad, well done. I can feel that strength in the power of the applause from the team up there. Well done. I now yield, Mr. Speaker, to my colleague in East Honolulu, who will identify some of the coaches and some players in the audience.
Thank you very much,
Hashim.
Representative. Thank you. Representative Hashim.
I stand in support.
In
Speaker, I
support,
stand in
please
support.
proceed.
I would just like to acknowledge some of the players and the coaches that are sitting in the stand from Kaiser High School today. First, we have the coaches Danny DeMello. Please stand. Please hold your applause until I announce everybody. Then we also have Matt Faga. Please stand. Thank you very much. We have Jimmy Higgins, Paul Kumashiro, and Mark Porkraka. Sorry if I made. Okay. We also have team managers in the stands too. Nicole Kahele and La'a Ke'a Sua. Sorry for missing. Speaker, we also have many parents and team members. Please stand up also. And members, please warm welcome of applause for the members in the audience. Please stand. Speaker, I would like to request for the names of all the players and the parents to be put into the journal.
So ordered.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Representative.
Mr.
Representative
Speaker,
Ward.
I was going to give equal time to the Red Raiders from Kauai, but I don't see any of them standing up. So I want to say one thing in closing, and that is a reminder of what Coach Toomey said at the banquet when the state champions had a celebration of their victory. Coach Toomey said, "Guys, congratulations, but don't let this be the best thing that ever happens to you. As the state champions are on this floor where you're honorific and you're honored, don't let this be the best thing that ever happens to you. Keep on keeping on, higher achievements, higher goals, establishing one after the other after the other." And by the way, all of us in the house here expect all of you guys are going to graduate from college. How many of you guys are going to college? Every hand should go up. Okay. Lastly, Speaker, if I could have all the coaches and all the team to stand for another round of applause from the House of Representatives. Congratulations, Cougar State champions. Rise to be recognized. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much, Representative. Further, Representative Kawakami.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. In strong support.
In strong support, please proceed.
With a few comments, I feel like I'm being called out by my colleague from Hawaii Kai, but I'd like to thank the introducers for introducing this resolution. And although the school that they defeated stands proudly in Rep. Tokioka's district, I am the proud product of Kauai High School. And we were heartbroken because we wanted so badly to bring back that championship to the mighty hills of Lihue overlooking beautiful Nauwiliwili Harbor. We were truly heartbroken. But as stories began to trickle down to Kauai about the level of sportsmanship and grace and their quality of play, we were truly honored to be able to challenge the mighty Cougars of Kaiser. And it's a true testament that real champions hold themselves proudly with grace and sportsmanship. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much, Representative. Are there any other statements from any of the representatives? If not, Chair would like to ask for your kind indulgence, especially for the introducer. It's been an honor to actually be on the same field as Rich Miano. He's all that he looks to be. Looks like he can put on the pads today and still bring it on. His first game in the NFL, he had 2 interceptions. And I know this is odd to say, but I'm honored to have been hit by him a number of times. I'm still standing. He's a great athlete. And to Chad Ike, who I lifted with in powerlifting, Chad was nationally ranked. He was one of the greatest powerlifters that I've ever met in my life. It's sort of a homecoming, so Chad, Rich, God bless you, man. Good to see you. Any further discussion, members, on the resolution before we go to a vote? If not, members, we're going to be voting on House Resolution 31. All those in support, please signify by saying aye. All those opposed say no. The motion is carried. Representative Ward, please proceed with the presentation of the congratulatory certificates and leis.